get this underway, folks. We're gonna do about 10 minutes of easy jam. For those of you, we want to see a couple of people that haven't been here before. I talked to people already. We're just gonna pass around a non-jam buster of some kind around the circle once or twice. We'll do a couple of these for about 10 minutes, and then each of you are gonna introduce yourselves and tell folks what you're gonna teach and how and why and your life story. And no, we don't need all that. Just this is Reed. He doesn't have anything to do, so he's hanging up here my way. Do you have something you want to say?
No, I'm just hanging out here because you're good looking, Bill. So, again, a couple more administrative things. So, first off, there have already been some instruments being stuck back in the sound booth area. Please don't do that. It gets really congested. Cole and Trent, we're not joking about selling any instruments that are found back there, so please don't do that. Also, for the instructors to fill out the workshop sheet that's back there, so folks know as much ahead of time as possible what topics you'll be teaching on, so they can kind of pick and choose, so they know which ones to go to and not. Also, so the end of the meadow up here past where all the campers are, past the church, as soon as you hit that gravel road, we are on the neighboring property. So you can't walk back there, can't walk back behind, like where Dwyer Haven, the double wide trailer is, can't be walking back there. So if you are set foot on that gravel road, we have clearance to park in the meadow and to park where the campers pull by the church, but anything past that, we cannot be. Yes, sir?
Are you okay to walk on the gravel road?
No.
From this side of the creek, maybe that bridge down there,
No.
just to access the camper?
The bridge, I'm not sure which.
We're down there on the end. Can we walk on the gravel road and use that over the creek to get to
No, we cannot.
No.
We cannot.
That's private property.
Yep.
you want us to come around all the way around this way?
Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, it's how it is. There are a couple cut acrosses where you can kind of skirt the edge of the pond to go by. There's a small tent on the edge of the pond where Marvin just set that up a little bit ago. So you can cut off a little bit of distance there, but otherwise that's it's different than how it used to be in the past where we had access to that. We do not anymore.
And we're trying to keep good relationships with
Yes.
the neighbors.
Yeah, Marvin?
So there's a bunch of trees, small pine trees
Yes.
that are around that edge?
Yes.
You can't go past those
Correct.
trees.
Yes. That small tree row that has new growth that's right behind that row of campers back there is you can't go on the back side of it at all. And again, I know that's how it's different from how it was 4 or 5 years ago, but they're doing a lot of work, bunch of excavating and stuff back there. So we're getting a lot of dirty looks today from folks that are back there. So or from the workers that are back there, from the owners. So, and finally, for the row of campers out here that is without power still, because Jim and Debbie aren't back yet, I did set 2 Honda generators back here. So for anyone who is worried about batteries getting low or whatever, feel free to move or grab one of those Honda generators and plug in and top off batteries, whatever you need to do. So they're set at near a couple of the power pedestals back there. So just don't want anybody to be in a jam for having, well, we want everyone to be in a jam, but we don't want everyone to be in a, okay, Bill, take it away.
All right, so this is our instructor crew for the week, and it's a good-looking bunch of folks and a good playing bunch of folks. We're going to play a couple of tunes, just pass it around once. When you get up and do your introductions, we only set aside an hour. Somebody only set aside an hour for this year. So you don't have to do a long tune or anything. You can play a little sample and then tell people what you're going to teach and how. That's all you got to do today. All right?
The song should be representative of what you're teaching.
Okay. Who put you in charge?
The real boss told me that.
All right. So, Maddie, start an easy one. Not a jam buster. Nothing crooked.
Like turkey in the straw.
give everybody a chance to get up and speak their piece. You want to go first?
Sure, I may
Jump
as well.
on up. Tell them who you are, what you're going to teach.
I'm bringing my comfort
You
animals.
bring your buddies with you.
Gotta go up to the circle here.
What's that? Right there. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Hi. My name's Lydia Conway. I am the level 1 fiddle teacher, and I brought some helpers for my class. And adult or not, we are going to be learning to use our ears this week in my class. And so this is Rabbit. And Rabbit is going to be our reminder to use our ears. And at the end of each afternoon session, Rabbit will go home for the night with one of my class group. And it goes to the person who did a great job of using their ears. And then I also brought my other friend, Mr. Fox, because I love foxes. And he was like whispering to me, I want to go to camp. So I brought him too. Even though he's kind of mean to Rabbit sometimes. But anyway, foxes are known for being really cunning and smart. So the other thing we're going to be focusing on in my class is figuring things out, using our brain and our ears together. And yeah, they work really well together. So, oh, and so Fox will go home too at the end of the day. And then next day, my class will bring them back. So if you see someone walking around camp with Rabbit or Mr. Fox, you know that they've done a great job in my class that day. And I thought since, thank you.
Yeah, you play one little.
Yeah, I'll play one little thing. So I thought since we're using our ears, I'll do Flop-Eared Mule. And I'll play it like I kind of want to teach it in class. And then I'll show maybe how to put a little bit of variation in. So yeah, this is kind of what you can expect. If any guitar player would like to back me up, the form is A, A, B, A. Okay? G, a D, Flop-Eared Mule, anybody? Right here, thank you. Yeah, that would be great. Okay. Class can break their bedtime and stay up and watch my part of the concert at 8:30 tonight. So I'll see you there.
Thank you. Chirps.
Wait, do we want to do a little teaser?
Oh, the other chirps.
Hello, I'm Chirp Smith from southeastern Wisconsin. I'll be teaching some old-time dance tunes because that's all I can do. And I teach tunes by playing the first part of the tune really slow over and over and let you all figure out how to do that. And then ask questions on any tricky bits and then repeat for the other parts of the tune. So that's my style. And I'll teach tunes kind of like this one here, which a little tune I learned from a fellow named Les Raber over in Hastings, Michigan, called Right and Left Six.
I'm Tyler Andall, and I'm going to do level 3 fiddling. And I like to cover a lot of fiddle tunes, and in general, I guess kind of the stuff you'd play if you're just sitting around picking with other guitar players, mandolin players, fiddle players, kind of stuff. And cover some fiddle tunes. I like theory a lot. I do pretty much everything by ear. Might cover some like twin fiddles and chord changes, and maybe a B-flat tune, kind of moving into some more, little strengthening of your fingers and keys that we don't love as much sometimes. So, I'll get Maddie to play a tune with me here real quick. We might do stuff like this, which is Wheelhouse, which are kind of standard tunes that are fun to have twin fiddle stuff on. Yeah. So, and of course, what we might do is learn the melody, learn the harmonies, and then break off in pairs, depending on the groups that we have and how it works out. Maybe in 3s or 4s if we need some extra help and stuff. But this will be the type of thing we do, and we'll just play it through once here.
Okay.
Can you play melody?
Yeah. Wheelhouse? How do you want to start it?
Just shuffles.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'll be doing level 2. And Trips, you're also level 2, right?
I guess.
I think so. Okay.
I've never got that concept down yet.
I don't know. Anyways, so we'll be doing, some low 2s, low 4s, slightly outside of the major scale, but not too far. We'll do a few different genres. I think we're going to start today by doing a little swing tune called Blue Skies. Anyone want an E minor? So we'll kind of do this. We might do some singing, and then for people that don't want to do singing, we'll talk about fills and arranging and stuff like that. And then we'll do some Irish tunes and see where we go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello. So I'm Jake. I'm teaching the level 4. If there's any level 5, 6, 7s here, I'd be willing to teach y'all too, I guess. I'll probably focus a lot on repertoire, a lot of learning tunes, a lot of learning by ear. There'll be no sheets or handouts in my class. And I don't have a stuffed animal, but I will break your arm if you bring Tab. I get a lot of questions about cross-picking and stuff like that, so I might teach you kind of how to take stuff from more linear melodies into the kind of cross-picking solo arrangement kind of thing. So maybe I'll play a tune kind of straight and kind of cross-picking for you. This is the Forked Deer.
Hello everyone, my name is Harry Clark. I'm from Nashville. I'm teaching level 3 mandolin. And kind of like Chirps and Jake, we're going to focus a lot on using our ears. Maybe kind of work on improvising. I'm going to teach you a few tunes, maybe lean into some old time stuff, and maybe we'll go over some standards too. Something kind of like this tune. Here's one called, this one's called something, I should know the name of it. This one's called Patty on the Turnpike.
Hi, my name's John Lowell. I'm teaching level 2s and 3s, and I have a couple of tunes picked out, a couple of different versions. One is Cold Frosty Morning, the other one is Chinkapin Hunting, and but more than just learning fiddle tunes, I think we're going to work on not only becoming a better guitar player, but a better musician. So that includes timing and tone and listening and all the things that go into besides just playing guitar. So here's the basic version of Cold Frosty Morning.
Hi, I'm John Reichman. Happy to be back. I'm teaching level 4 mandolin, and I have a bunch of tunes to show you in a variety of styles, from old time and bluegrass and some swing tunes and a little bit of new acoustic music. And one thing I thought I'd try and focus at least a bit for all these tunes, all these styles that I might show you, is how to improvise, which is kind of a challenge for me to teach, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And I have a few ideas of approaches that you can use. And just for a demo, I'll play great Jesse McReynolds tune called Stony Creek. And it's a straightforward tune, so I'll play the melody. And then the second time through, it's in the key of A. And instead of playing an A major or even A mixolydian scale against it, I'm going to use A minor pentatonic. And it sounds kind of bluesy, and it's pretty cool. It's somewhat reminiscent of the way Frank Wakefield, another great mandolin player, would improvise. So, John Lowell.
John Reichman.
Let's put this at a reasonable mandolin level. One, two, three, four. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Katrina Nikolaev. I'm from Meridian, Idaho, and I'm teaching level 3 I bring a lot of material like tab and music, but I do teach the tunes by ear. And I bring a lot because if I have a student that says, I already know that tune, then I'll pick another one. I generally always go into ways to practice playing double stops in tune. A lot of people ask me about that. And then bow technique, I like to help everybody try and get better tone. Yeah, lots of tunes. Sometimes there's twin fiddling. I don't know, I might have you improvise. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. But this tune I've been thinking about a lot about. I think I'll start with it. Johnny Gimble, Put Your Shoes On. Yeah, it went flat. I swear I tuned it, but put your shoes on, put your shoes on.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick Dumas from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. It's so great to be back at the best camp in the world. Am I right? I'll be teaching level 2 mandolin this year, and got a good little amount of tunes in various keys that I'm planning on teaching. Kind of within that process, work on a lot of technique things like correct pick direction, keeping relaxed with your right and your left hand, timing, and I plan to teach everything by ear. I do have handouts for those that want them, although I encourage trying to learn by ear the best you can. But one of the songs I'm gonna teach is, it's actually a song in D minor. I first heard this off of a Norman Blake record, one called Cruisin' Timber.
How's it going? I'm Ryan Kelly from Bozeman, Montana. I was lucky enough last year I took from John Reichman in the level 4 class, had a blast. But I'm gonna be teaching beginner mandolin. This class is gonna be kind of for somebody just getting started out on the mandolin, whether you know a couple songs or if you've never played a song yet. You know, we're gonna work on the basics and yeah, kind of get you started, work on the right hand, work on the little left hand, learn our chords, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we might do this tune, Angeline the Baker. Real simple. There you go.
Howdy folks, how's it going? I'm Cade Sladen. I'm from right down the road in Bozeman. I'm going to be teaching level 1 guitar this week, so you might want to come to my class if you've never picked up a guitar and you're like, what the dang heck is this thing? How do I play this? If you know a few chords too, that's great. Like Ryan said, we're going to focus on the basics, and yeah, we're going to learn some basic chords and learn how to accompany a fiddle and survive in a jam, and then maybe towards the end of the week, some simple melodies too. Yeah, Ryan inspired me, so I guess I'll do Angeline the Baker too. Something real simple like this. Looking forward to meeting you guys. Oh, and one more thing. We're going to do some singing.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Maddie. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm teaching level 4 fiddle. And everybody has had such great ideas of what they're teaching. I'm gonna do largely the same. I've got lots of tunes picked out, but we don't have to go that route. I also want to dig into some theory and work on improvising, and we're gonna move pretty fast. It's level 4, so we're gonna go through some tunes, try to crank out as many as we can, starting with this one that I played here last year, written by my friend Nate Leith. It's called Spider Shoe. Might get Harry, would you come play with me? We'll teach this one first. It's crooked, and it's in the key of A.
Heads up, I might teach that tune as well.
So. Just saying. For those of you that haven't been to this camp before, let me lay out the general structure of the week. You go to your lessons today. First of all, you go try out the group that you are attracted to because you think that sounds like what you want to learn. But if you get in there and you spend the first session and you're like, I think I can go a level higher than this. Or, I'm over my head already and we haven't even started. All of these teachers, what they didn't tell you about themselves is Fred has a knack for picking kind, friendly, genuine human beings to come teach at this camp. If they aren't that, they don't last, they don't get asked back. Most of these teachers have been asked back because they've established a reputation of being kind, friendly, helpful teachers. So the tunes and the technique and all the other stuff you hear them talking about, it's all going to be there, but it'll be dialed in to who's in the group and what they need, all right? But you can help them dial in by picking the group that's going to fit for you, what you came to camp for. So like I say, after that first session that we're going to have this afternoon, if you like, I need to make an adjustment up or down, then you're free to do that for the second group. Once you've settled into the second session, though, we want you to stick with the group for the week, okay? Unless there's some major conflict of some kind, plan to stick it out. And then we angle gradually toward the end of the week. On Thursday night, we do a student concert. So of all the material they talked about, they'll be winnowing that down to 2 or 3 tunes tops to play for the concert. And so as they work with you, the best of the work will start to emerge, and they'll be like, that's a great tune. Let's plan on using that one for the concert. All right? So that's how we shape the week. Lots of good instruction, lots of help. They'll work with you if you need to. The other thing that most of these teachers are willing to do, and you just ask them individually, if you get in one class and you're enjoying it, but what Maddie just played, you're like, man, I don't know. I'd like to do that, but I don't think I'm ready for that. But I wonder if I could hire Maddie for an hour separately to sit down and do a one-on-one. Most of them make their living at this, pretty much, as I look around. You're looking at a bunch of pros, basically. So yeah, they'll take a little extra money for the pocket money to go home on. And if that means you get a one-to-one instruction for an hour, ask them what they want for that and ask them when to set up a time and all that sort of stuff. And they generally will make themselves available for that. That's kind of a bonus thing for camp. And then that's pretty much it.
Hey, Bill, can I say one more thing about
Yes,
level 1? Okay. Hi again. I just wanted to say about level 1, a lot of people think it's just for people that have never played the instrument before, but I know I talked to the other level 1 teachers, and if you feel like you just maybe aren't ready to do level 2, but you think you're going to be bored in level 1, all 3 of us beginning teachers, or level 1 teachers as I like to call it, will be offering an alternate version of songs that might be a little bit more challenging. So, everyone's welcome in level 1.
All right, good. That's a good point. So that's how we do camp. And if you have concerns, if you feel like you got overmatched even after the first session, you thought you locked into a good group, but it's not working for you, we'll make adjustments. We'll work with you. If you just don't like their personality, you're stuck. I don't care. That's just stick it out. But you can learn from people you don't like, by the way. I don't know if you knew that, but it's entirely possible. How many of you have been in public school? Never mind. Having just spent 50 years teaching in public schools, I'm quite familiar with the best and the worst of it. So anyway, point being, that's how we run the camp, and we will try to make it worth your while. That's the whole point. We want you to go away happy, feeling like you learned a lot. Yes?
Banjo players?
We shot them, every single one of them. They came in here thinking they were going to do something, and we just put a bullet in their heads. So we have a banjo teacher coming. Talk to us about that.
Corey Walker is on his way from the airport, I believe, as we speak. With regards to where to meet, Dad is getting all the class locations written on this whiteboard here right now. That's probably another adjustment. He's made it real far. Wait, Dad, the yurt is not a place here at camp. That's not right. Just kidding. Okay, we have an additional tent this year. We have a big tent that's right out the back corner of the lodge. There's a small tent just up the hill. And then there's another medium-sized tent over by the basketball hoop. We think we're going to call them big tent, small tent, basketball hoop tent. And the kitchen tent is back here in the corner of that's made out by the kitchen in the back of the bathrooms. So Dad will have those written down here in about 30 seconds. The new TV just to the left of that. So we're basically just going to use the whiteboard for class locations today. Once those are established, you shouldn't have to look at the whiteboard again. In fact, it might just go away. Cole has this new TV that's going to have all the daily block schedules, all the fixed items, plus all of the workshops and their topics. We're going to be scrolling through that TV. So as instructors get those topics to him, they'll be scrolling just like that. So also on the topic of workshops, this year, I guess in the last couple of years, we've kind of been easing in, adding some workshops done by guitar and mandolin instructors. So if you're taking fiddle classes, but you have an itch to learn from one of these other awesome instructors that are teaching another instrument, you have an opportunity to do that. They're mainly going to be in the garage. You'll see that on the back of your schedule. You'll also notice some blank workshop slots that may or may not be filled in. I may have already requested a band workshop to be done by North Fork Crossing if we can twist our arms into it. Ryan and Cade's band. So there's some extra slots there if you have maybe requests of topics that an instructor hasn't covered. There's some spare slots for that. Let's see. Yeah, so the kitchen tent is going to be the place. The one right back here in this corner is mainly going to be the place for those extra workshops to be added. So that'll be the location. And then you'll notice the big pile of spare slots on Thursday. And that's about it. And if you're not familiar with the layout of camp, we do have a slightly updated map that John Loader made up. A lot of folks picked up a copy of it, so it's kind of a hand-drawn map with locations of all the buildings. I know a lot of folks picked those up from Jill when they registered. Yeah, Lauren's got them right there. So if you're not familiar with the layout, or if you need or want other copies, Lauren will have some back there. They're $15 a piece. Just kidding. And John will autograph them. And that's about it. You weren't done? Yeah, you are now, Bill. Yeah.
Are you done?
Oh, yeah, Marvin.
There's another tent over by the pond too that they can use.
Oh, that's right. We'll call that the pond tent.
All right. Well, here's the thing. If it starts to rain, that all kind of washes out anyway. Not literally, but, well, sometimes. For those of you that were here during the flood year, we have great stories to tell about a lot of this. We had 5 inches of snow one year. That was fun. And then we had water covering most of the campground one year. And so anyway, we've seen it all. We've seen hail this big. Yeah. That played hell with a lot of campers, didn't it? Oh, man. And windshields. I will be scouting, so I'm telling this for the instructors and all of you. If you see me standing, lurking around the edge of your group, my job, according to Fred, is to put together these impromptu bands. So I'll be looking for people that look like they might match up and play in a band setting together. And so I'll be just scouting, taking notes, like big league scouts. You're writing down all your statistics and all that stuff. So I'm not just lurking. I do a little lurking, but mostly it's purposeful of some kind. All right, so we want you to have a good time at camp. You're going to hear me say this about 1,000 times. Pick up trash, even if it's not yours. If you see it, you own it. Yeah, pick it up. Don't drop any trash to start with, and then there won't be any to pick up. I know that sounds like a little thing, but look around how many people there are. If you multiply that times 3 or 4 pieces of trash each, this place is a mess by the end of the week. So please help with that. Just good manners. John, you got something?
Yeah, real quick.
Okay.
This is today. Today is a day that we don't have to do all this furniture moving. Sunday is the day. So we'll do what we did this morning. When we got 2 things going on. If you're going out to one of the tents, you can bring a chair. If you bring a chair, bring it back. But for right now, as soon as we escape here, let's stack the chairs up against the wall so we can set the tables up for dinner. So if you're taking a chair out of here, that's just less chairs we have to stack. But if you do leave with a chair, bring it back, and we'll put it around a table so we have a place to eat. And then we do it again after dinner, and then we do it after the dance. But tomorrow and tonight, it's not so complicated. So as soon as we get through here, we'll just stack the chairs up like we did this morning. Unless you're taking one with you, but the whole idea is to get them out here so we can get the tables. Thank you.
Katrina, one more jam tune, something easy.
Rory had something to say.
What? Yeah, Rory.
As a banjo player, I just want to say that I don't know Corey Walker, but he's awesome. Yeah. He plays with me, he's Nash Grass. Those guys know him.
We'll introduce him. We'll introduce him when he gets here.
I heard him briefly in February at Eco at Winter Wondergrass, and I was recording him playing with Michael Cleveland, Jason Carter. He's the real deal.
Not only is he good, he's the only banjo teacher here, so. Do what? Go for it. that's what you're going to learn this week. You're going to learn everything from that great version you just played to the straight starter version. up
Doesn't
all
have to
these
be
other
fancy
great
to be
versions.
good.
Yeah. And again, don't linger in unhappiness. If there's an issue, come talk to us. We want you to be happy and well satisfied when you leave this week, and we'll do everything we can to make it possible. All right? All right, what did John say about these chairs? They stay for now? Well, whatever John said, do it.